Hey again, this is Jason Clark here at South Dakota State University, your teacher and instructor for our Soil Health and Nutrient Management section of the Master Gardeners class. So far we've been talking a lot about improving soil properties. That goal being we want to maximize the growth potential of our plants. There are several areas we're trying to improve that you can see here, and to this point we've talked about nutrient retention, drainage, and today we're going to talk about soil water retention. And one of the biggest ways to improve soil water retention is by controlling evaporation. And we can control evaporation by doing a few different things. One is we can add mulches to the surface, so you're keeping in that moisture. You can add a straw mulch to that surface as well. And you can do this with many different materials, with leaves, horse manure, peat moss. All these different ones are all ways you can reduce evaporation by putting a mulch or a layer on the top that's going to help seal in the moisture below it. And when you're looking at mulches, you really want kind of a little bit larger size. You want 1 to 3 inches in length, and you want about 2 to 4 inches of material on the soil surface to really get a good control of that evaporation, to minimize that's coming off the soil surface. You can use these natural mulches such as tree barks or tree materials or straws, newspapers, or you can also use a synthetic mulch. Great thing about synthetic mulches is that they control evaporation, but they also help suppress weed growth. So you can use a rubber mulch, which lasts a long time, but it does come with a good price tag. And you can also use a black plastic that needs to be more than 2 millimeters thick, and that helps keep the moisture in the soil as well as decrease the weed growth. And this is one way they do it on larger commercial farms. You can do in your garden as well. Besides using mulches on the soil surface, you can also add non-traditional products. And one of the ones that's kind of interesting that you can find on the internet is this one right here. It's called polyacrylamide. Pronounce that. What it does is it absorbs water and then it slowly releases it. However, it's a product, so it's going to be a little costly, but you would need to incorporate that near the root system in order to help it be most effective in your system. Another thing you can do, and you'll find a common theme here, is we're adding organic matter, but we're also using raised beds. And raised beds are important because they help you control the volume of the soil, as well as the type of soil you're doing and you're creating. But another thing they do is in conserving soil moisture is you're really adding rooting depth. You can think about how deep of soil it is now that you've increased the height of it off the ground. You've added it into a tiered layer, as you can see here on the right. And it really helps you increase that volume. The roots have to explore where they can get moisture. So that's one way these raised planting or bedding frames can help. So those are a few ideas you can help to improve your soil water retention, and stay tuned to continue on our path for improving our soils. And as always, here's my contact information. Feel free to reach out for further information or any questions you may have. Thank you.